Hi everybody, my name's Tim and welcome to the Princess of Wales Conservatory at Kew Gardens. We're here today to look at one sort of type of succulent, the cactus, which comes in a multitude of different shapes and sizes. We're going to have a quick look at, and then we're going to be learning to draw and sketch on the spot. Don't worry if you haven't got a botanical gardens near where you are, you can quite happily do this exercise from a shop bought cactus in a pot. I just want to show you. I've brought a few materials with me, but I've cut down what I'm bringing so it doesn't make it really heavy to carry. Just to show you quick, I've got a kind of a light green pencil, so this is for the initial underdrawing, and then a darker one after we've got our scaffolding in for the detail. Also, very importantly, a sharpener so we can keep our pencils nice and sharp when we're doing the spines, so we can get that really kind of aggressive shape of the spine on top, and some markers so we can get the shading down quickly on some bunny ears cactus later on. Cacti are a member of the succulent plant family. They have adapted to grow in arid climates with little rainfall and plenty of sunshine. Their prickles turn them into an unattractive meal for most animals. Most plants lose litres of water every day through their leaves in a process called transpiration. Cactus leaves have evolved into spines or hairs to defend themselves from being eaten and not losing water. The stems are green to photosynthesize food for the plant because the leaves as spines can't do it anymore. Cacti stems and ridges expand to store water when it rarely rains. Cactuses can at first appear an intimidating subject. The real challenge is to see through all the visual complexities to get down the main underlying structure. In a sense, cactuses can be quite an unforgiving subject in getting their proportions right. Initially, I volumized the form and sketched out the proportions, feeling the smooth round shapes and using the natural compass in my wrist. Next, I sketched top down in a stronger, darker colour related to the shade of colour of the cactus. I sort of rendered areas almost complete before moving on to unfamiliar territory, working my way down. It sort of helps with preventing a drawing getting smudged. I tried to pull the ridges out of the orbs by creating directional shading, hatching marks that followed the form. I created this as sort of in a zigzag movement of the pencil, or sort of parallel lines that crisscross over each other. Strokes can be created in any direction, but I tend to try and create them so it sculpts the kind of ridges out of the orb of the sort of base base structure of the cactus. Cactuses are a sort of contrast of smooth, bulbous, waxy skin against the sharp spines, and marks can be varied to capture these different qualities. I purposely sharpened my pencil every time before I took the challenge of trying to capture the sharpness of the spines, and created the hatching marks when the pencil was a little blunter through use. I really hope you enjoyed this cactus tutorial and have now seen some way of using cactuses as a suitable material to create sketches from, and maybe have discovered some new ideas and approaches that you can use to help you get them down on the paper. I do also write books. I've got the Watercolour the Natural World book coming out at the end of International Nature Journaling Week, which is cram-packed with both natural history and watercolour techniques. My previous book, Drawing and Sketching Animals, is readily available on websites around the world, now in I think about 6 languages. I'd love to know what you think, so do stay in touch. You can contact me on Twitter at Timothy Pond or follow me on Instagram. And yeah, have a great nature journaling week. Hope you have a lot of fun.